Good evening everyone, and this is of the history of PNR, also known means Philippine National Railways. The Philippine National Railways, also known as PNR, Filipino, Pambansang Daambakal ng Pilipinas, and Spanish, Ferrocarril Nacional de Filipinas is a state-owned railway company in the Philippines, operating in single line of track on Luzon. As of 2016, operates one commuter rail service in Metro Manila and local services between Sipocot, Naga City, and Legazpi City in the Bicol region. PNR began operations on November 24, 1892 as the Ferrocarril de Manila-Dagupan during the Spanish colonial period and later becoming the Manila Railroad Company or MRR. During the American colonial period, it became the Philippine National Railways on June 20, 1964. Virtue of Republic Act Number 4156, the PNR is an agency of Department of Transportation. PNR used to operate over 1,100 kilometers, 64 ml of route from La Union to the Bicol region. However, neglect reduced PNR service persistent problems with informal settlers in the 1990s, contributed further to PNR's decline. In 2006, typhoons Milenio and Reming caused severe damage to the network, resulting in the suspension of the Manila-Bicol services in 2007. The Philippines government initiated a rehabilitation project aiming to remove informal settlers from the PNR right-of-way, revitalize commuter services in Metro Manila, and restore the Manila-Bicol route as well as lost services in northern Luzon. In July 2009, PNR unveiled a new corporate identity and inaugurated a new rolling stock long-distance Bicol services resumed in June 2011, but were suspended again in October 2012, leaving only local service between Naga and Sipocot. Local service between Naga and Legazpi resumed in October 2015. On June 25, 1875, under the royal decree issued by King Alfonso XII of Spain, the required of Inspector of Public Works of the Philippine Islands was requested to submit a railway system plan for Luzon. The plan, which was submitted 5 months later by Don Eduardo Lopez Navarro, was entitled Memoria sobre el Plan General de Ferrocarriles La Isla de Luzon and was promptly approved. A concession from the construction of a railway line from Manila to Dagupan was granted to Don Emundo Sykes of the Ferrocarril de Manila-Dagupan, Manila-Dagupan Railway, later to become the Manila Railway Company Ltd. of London on June 1, 1887. The Ferrocarril de Dagupan, which constitutes much of the northern main line today, began construction on July 31, 1887, with the laying of the cornerstone for Tutuban Station and the 195-kilometer, 121 ml line opened on November 24, 1892. Expansion of the Philippine Railway network would not begin until the American colonial period, when on the December 8, 1902, the Philippines passed legislation authorizing the construction of another railway line, which would later from the South Main Line. Natural calamities such as 1973 and 1975. Floods disrupted services and forced the closure of several parts of the main lines on July 23, 1979. President Ferdinand Marcos issued Executive Order Number 546, which designated the Philippine National Railways as an attached agency of the Department of Transportation and Communications. In 1988, during the administration of Corazon Aquino, the North Main Line was closed, with trains unable to reach various provinces in the country. The South Main Line was also closed due to typhoons and floods, as the eruption of Mayon volcano in 1993, in which ash flows and lava destroyed the rail line and its facilities. However, jeeps, buses, and taxis were popular and many people swayed from the President's service until 2009. When Fidel V. Ramos succeeded Corazon Aquino, he dedicated to rehabilitate the South Main Line from Tutuban to Legazpi and to anointed Jose B. Dado, the new PNR General Manager. A railway system running from Manila to Clark was also set to be constructed in the 1990s. When Ramos signed a memorandum of agreement with Juan Carlos of Spain for its construction in September 1994. But the project was later cancelled due to disagreement on the source of funding. Excuse me. The current administration of Rodrigo Duterte is working towards the rehabilitation of PNR, the establishment of a railway from New Clark City to Metro Manila, the North-South Commuter Railway, the reconstruction of the current South Commuter Line, and the reestablishment of long-haul services to the South. Rehabilitation of tracks and stations has commenced. After nearly 20 years, PNR reopened in the Metro North Commuter Line and launched the Caloocan de la Rosa Shuttle Line. On August 1, 2018, this will be followed by steady expansion and reintroduction of rail services to the north, currently reaching to Malabon City, which has not been rail activity for nearly 20 years. A plan to reactivate the Carmona Line was barreled as well. The revival of cargo rail from the port area Manila to Laguna is now to be planned. On December 16, 2018, all commuter services saw changes in train runs and establishment of new termini, particularly in the recently revived in Metro North commuter. More train runs were attended in the north, currently terminating at Governor Pascual. On November 16, 2018, PNR became a provisional member of the International Union of Railways. On May 21, 2019, DMCI won the contract for the construction of PNR North 1. On June 14, 2019, PNR became ISO certified ISO 9001-2015 for railway repair, rehabilitation, restoration and maintenance, train control and rolling stock maintenance, station operation and other related services. This certificational October 2, 2019. Indices of the operations and services in PNR. The PNR currently operates in Metro Manila in the provinces of Laguna, Camarines Sur, Naga City, and Albay. In the past, the PNR also used to serve the provinces of Bulacan, Pampanga, Tarlac, Nueva Ecija, Pangasinan, and La Union on the North Main Line, and Batangas, Cavite, Pagsanhan, Laguna, and Rizal on the South Main Line. And this is of the history of PNR. Magandang gabi. Mag-iingat po kayo sa mga naglalakad sa riles. Magsitabi kayo at gumilid at paparating na ang PNR. Good night and God bless.